Hey everybody, Star 6 Wars 1 here, and welcome to the first video of the Months of Key and the second movie of Bad Anime-thon. For this one, we're taking a look at Kanon 02, the original Kanon adaptation by Toei. Now, back in my original Kanon 06 review, I said I wouldn't watch this one. Yeah, apparently that didn't work out, and I've watched it. What do I think? Ugh. But let's get more deep into it. First up, the story. And, okay, I need to point this out right now. This story is pointless with the existence of Kanon 06. Okay, I wouldn't be frank that without its existence, maybe the story could have worked a little better, but with its existence, oh hell no! It is pointless as hell. And it just tells the exact same story, except it's far more rushed, and it's towards the end, and far slower in the beginning, and much more boring than the series, with way too much focus on one character when there's supposed to be focus on at least 4 other characters. The hell! That's not even getting into some of the other problems with it. The mere existence of 06 makes it obsolete. It's boring, as I mentioned before. Everything I mentioned before. Oh, and to add on to it, one of the characters constantly narrates whatever the person's thinking, instead of showing us. There's a common phrase sometimes said of the show don't tell. Kanon 02 is definitely the example that I would go with. Show us, don't tell us. Okay, I know that sometimes it's better to tell us than show us, but in this case, it wasn't. Kanon 06 did a far better job at showing us a lot of the events, instead of just, telling us about them. I know I'm being a dead horse with this, but hate the stories and how it's structured because of this. That's not even getting into the characters. I admit the characters themselves would not be bad on their own, but the problem becomes into twofold. One, Yuichi himself. I really don't like Yuichi here. And I mean that. I didn't like him in 06 either, but I really don't like him here, because just every other bit of problems with it, I guess, just help exemplify why I don't like him even further here. And then there's the romance. I admit the romance was kind of forced in 06. Here it's really forced, with not enough time being devoted to them. At least 06 gave us time to care about the two's relationship. This one doesn't, one episode, showing them the full ramifications of a romance. I cannot describe to you how stupid that... I have a headache. Ugh, I hate this show. And we're only into characters. Now we get into animation. Kind of like what I was saying on the characters, the animation itself would not be terrible. It's not great animation, it doesn't look like the best, and it's far outclassed once again by 06, but it's kind of decent until you get to the character designs. Oh my god, these are some of the most ugly character designs I have ever seen in any anime. Ones from the 80s looked better than this. Hell, Mars of Destruction, one of the worst anime ever made, had better character design than this. How do you do that? I'm serious. How? The only real big decent part of the series, and that's not saying much, is the music. The music is forgettable and generic, but a I really don't have too much more to complain about when it comes to the music. Because, quite frankly, it's just forgettable. And outside of the other three where I've had major complaints, I don't have major complaints here. Not even with the mediocre opening and ending themes. Because honestly, I just can't give a damn about them. One thing I'll admit to, I miss the dub of 06 terribly after this. I know that it was never licensed, so it didn't even get a sub without getting some fan subs. But, come on! No dub and no nothing. Guys. Oh, and that's not even going into some of my other problems. Personally, if you want my honest-to-God opinion, the series is mediocre without, even without Kanon 06's existence, it's a mediocre series. With its existence, however, it's an infuriating experience and something I hate with a burning passion. My God, this stupid-ass series. 4 years later, they made an infinitely better version of Kanon, and it was done by an animation studio that was probably still somewhat new to anime. How do you freaking do that? How? Just so gosh damn stupid. Oh. Out of series I've ever completed, this is, at the moment, the worst series I've completed yet. Worse than Evangelion. I'm dead freaking serious. Oh, and to top it off, it is one of the worst anime series I've ever seen. Topped only by a few Gainax series, Rail Wars, and Akame ga Kill. And even Rail Wars is pushing it. Because I only sat through 2 episodes of that. I sat through 13 of this. And to be... You know what? No, it is worse than Rail Wars. But a few Gainax and Akame ga Kill are still worse. But I never finished any of those. That's why this is not the worst anime I've ever seen, but one of them. My God, this is a terrible anime. Don't watch it. Just ignore it and leave it alone. I give Kanon 02 a 2 out of 10. I hate this series. Its mere existence is pointless, and there's no reason you should watch it with a much better done anime remake better off entirely, making this an entirely pointless watch. Anyways, that's all from me. This has been Star 6 Wars 1, and I need to take a chill pill.